What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? How am I doing? Well, that's an interesting question, because I am looking at an article here that talks about a new Star Wars book that's going to be coming out that supposedly backs up the sequel trilogy, particularly Rise of Skywalker. So let's take a look at this article together and see what's going on. An upcoming Star Wars book will include an additional backstory for Rise of Skywalker. And this is on Polygon, so you know it's good. What's up with Rey and Ochi? One of the 4 new books may hold the answer. And it goes on to say there are 4 new Star Wars books in the pipeline that will span its fictional universe and timeline. Revealed Thursday in an official blog, the books focus on familiar characters, their off-screen adventures. Some of the adventures take place between the movies, and some may even fill in some much-needed backstory for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars: Shadow of the Sith, written by Adam Christopher, seems like the most interesting one of the bunch. It stars Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian. It takes place nearly 2 decades after Return of the Jedi. In it, Luke and Lando will be investigating a Sith menace from the dead world of Exegol. This leads into the events of the sequel trilogy, specifically Rise of Skywalker, as Luke and Lando discover the Sith assassin Ochi and the identity of Rey Palpatine. Shadow of the Sith has a June 28, 2022 release date. Now, I gotta admit, I don't really know that much about how things work in the publishing industry. I don't know how long it takes to get a book out. So it's hard to determine like how far along it is. Like do you think it's been completely written in there and they're like in the editing stage now, or do you think the author's still writing it? This seems like the kind of thing. I don't know. If you ask me, I tend to believe that with the way things are going right now, this may never make it to the bookshelves. Because if they are planning on retconning the sequel trilogy, this really isn't going to help very much. Now, a lot of people who I guess they're not considered fandom menace anymore. They're kind of like former fandom menace. People like Ryan Kinnell, and Drunk 3PO have both come out with videos talking about this book and almost gloating about how people who thought the sequel trilogy was going to get retconned are wrong, have egg on their faces, and it's like they almost seem happy about being right about this. Now, I don't know if they're right or not. I mean, they could be. It's too soon to tell. But my feeling is that they're so obsessed with, continuing on with the narrative that they've chosen, which is that Star Wars is dead and, fuck Disney because they fired Gina. Which, look, I'm just as pissed off as anyone else that Gina Carano got fired the way she did. That was terrible, and it really sucks that all of the shit that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni had planned is kind of in the toilet at this point. So, I'm just as mad about that as these other people are. But the thing you got to remember is that, going completely scorched earth like this is not the answer. We need to plot out a course to recovery of the franchise, because to just declare it dead, I think it's premature. I think it's too soon to determine that, because the Mandalorian was pretty successful when the season 2 finale aired, and there was that Luke Skywalker reveal. A large part of the fandom who was in the process of checking out on Star Wars, they got excited again. They got reinvigorated. And it proved that there's still hope for the franchise. It's badly damaged. It's in really bad shape. But it can be rehabilitated. It can be nursed back to health. But, you know, if everyone's going to be all black-pilled and basically saying fuck Star Wars because, Kathleen Kennedy fired Gina Carano, that's not going to help anything. So, I don't know. So let's continue on with this article. Star Wars: Stories of Jedi and Sith is an anthology for middle grades. Now, I guess this is like another book. And it has 10 stories that are aimed at younger readers. The book will feature plenty of illustrations and include stories by Roseanne A. Brown. Oh, wow. Oh, Sam Maggs and Delia S. Dawson and several other authors. Wow, I'm really excited about that book, especially if Sam Maggs is writing a story about it. Because she's good. Okay, then we got Star Wars Brotherhood, which is a story of Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi forging a strong relationship through the chaos of the Clone Wars. Obi-Wan is cast as a gifted diplomat investigating the Sith and Separatists, while Anakin Skywalker is a newly minted Jedi Knight who tags along on the mission. Brotherhood is planned to release on May 2022 and written by Mike Chen. So I guess they're all going to release next summer. Fans will remember him for his work on Star Wars from a Certain Point of View, a collection of short stories centered around The Empire Strikes Back. Oh yeah, I remember that book. That's the book where they have a short story about Grand Moff Tarkin being gay and, having an affair with one of the stormtroopers. Yeah, great. We need more of that. Finally, Obi-Wan Kenobi will also feature in a coming-of-age adventure titled Star Wars Padawan. The book is scheduled for July 26, 2022. Yeah, so they're all releasing next summer. And has Obi-Wan going on a Jedi mission by himself. He finds a pack of cool teens out in the wild on an alien planet. Oh yeah, because that's what we need in Star Wars, is a pack of cool teens. And he has to decide whether he's interested in being a Jedi or whether he wants to stay on the verdant planet with his new gang of friends. Oh, that sounds terrible. All these books are currently available for pre-order online. All right, man. You know what to do. Pre-order these books. And are currently listed with pre-production codes named instead of actual titles. Yeah, that sounds great. So, yeah, so that's it for that. Let's see if there's any comments here. All right, so first comment is let it die. Hard to agree on that one. Another comment says, I'd even say kill it if you have to. Okay, see what they did there? But the dead speak. Somehow the Rise of Skywalker returned. Let's see, any other... this has happened for pretty much all Star Wars movies and whatever. So there's a bunch of comments that, really aren't excited about it. Because who would be? Seriously. So that's that story. And like I said, Ryan and Drunk 3PO are both, YouTube content creators that I enjoy. They usually have pretty good takes about a lot of things. I really disagree with them on this. And I'm really disappointed in them that, they're so black-pilled on Star Wars that they actually seem to just be celebrating its demise. It's really terrible. All right, so I think we're going to wrap it up. I think I've talked long enough. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Be sure to subscribe and even do that thing with the bell. And remember, everyone, no matter where you're going, there you are.